Oneness. 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 Openness in faith and mission. Ancient of this temple, and then so we share the now a white, and then someone, a very powerful, popular, famous guru or saint, the Saint Kabir or Guru Kabir, then send your kind of any mission. Openness in faith and mission. Here can they be other say. Nyankopon and crown will so a person and baby as from different angles. Until they move back on summer or kind, and they look at them see the mission and a boy soon and another. Yes, yes.
Topic. Some quotes of Guru Kabir. Kabir was born in 1440 AD and died in 1518 AD. So he was 78.
Some I said 1440 AD. Oh no, 1518 AD. About how many years? So many years. But the question is, from that time our cars answering and neighbors. Now said that's relevant. Now you say we are modern world the entire. Like I said, and the start here actually. This time won't make the age of ignorance. People should take note. 1440 and he died in 1518. He was 78 years old and that the Bekana Cemetery.
Saint Kabir was a distinguished Indian saint and mystic poet who lived during the 15th century. His writings and thoughts had a great influence on Hinduism, Bhakti movement. Sikhism's Guru Sahib also consists of verses which were written by him. Though he resided in a Muslim family, he was highly influenced by the thoughts and teachings of Ramananda, who besides being Kabir's teacher was also a Hindu Bhakti leader. Kabir is renowned for being critical of both Islam and Hinduism. He believed and suggested that one should walk the path of righteousness and practice passive detachment from the affairs of the world.
Hello, a little bit summary of Kabir. Kabir writings are what Hinduism's Bhakti movement. Bhakti means devotion. So the Hinduism, devotion, which is Bhakti. In the writings, your church will go on and Hinduism Bhakti movement. A big woman, a boy. And Sikhism, but your Guru Granth Sahib. What is Guru Granth Sahib? It is a scripture of Sikhism. Those who practice Sikhism. Sikhism was founded by Guru Nanak. Among scripture, they found Guru Granth Sahib. And I say, Saint Kabir, some of his writings were the scripture of Sikhism. Like as we any particular one. Now, Yachasa Kabir was born into a Muslim family, and he was born or he lived in a Muslim community. Tisasa bin previous Obutik Mas North Sawaba, and I say Abu Abu. Okay, one and not Otik. Banana teacher, the family, Ramananda, who was a Hindu teacher. It would tell Ramananda as some Emma no a student, also a teacher. I'm a senior. Now, because I'm not or take Islamic community, now spiritual teacher in Hinduism, I'm saying he was so critical of both Islam and Hinduism. It is only to be on to know any deep research about Islam and Hinduism, and there be a problem. Forget about the different systems of worship. If you write home, you can stretch and spread it to be Allah. If you write home, you can spread, you can redesign it. Let's say Allah. Hello, the black stone is similar, or it is like the Shiva Linga. The Tasbih, it is like the Mala. How about say Hori and Sani and Night? It is like ablution in Islam. Prostration is both in Hinduism and Islam. They make an what they mention us. Different attributes of Allah, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim, Ya Kabir, Ya Qudus. It is similar to the different names of the way we call gods or God in Hinduism. Shakti, Narayana, Shiva, Brahma, Vishnu, Lakshmi, is similar. This is a topic one day I'll fix, so that people stop quarreling, especially Hindus and Muslims. The only big difference is that Muslims believe and do animal sacrifice, and so Hinduism, animal sacrifice. But the similarities are more than the differences. So Kabir was more critical about Islam and Hinduism. Guru Nana, the founder of Sikhism, to the Muslim. Because also indirectly, he said you're merging Islam and Hinduism. Guru Nana, yeah, look at his dress code, look at his way of worship. Because oh yeah, then truth is in all religions. Say now Guru's name says no Omabwa. Paramahansa Yogananda perfectly blended Hinduism and Christianity and also self-realization fellowship. What do you know? Yana what you say for you some more ever. So when you say now, he believed and suggested that one should walk the path of righteousness and practice passive detachment from the affairs of the world. They are walking on the righteous path, on the right path is being righteous. Then practice passive detachment of the words of the world. Maybe are saying to what we believe. Now find the true path and be righteous and walk on. And then Islam said, show me the truth. But people will take the differences side and quarrel and kill and destroy each other. That's what you say. The sage Kabir, the actual goods, the transfer.
Below are some of the quotes and sayings of Saint Kabir.
Some there, Kabir can't credit.
Many have died. You also will die. The drum of death is still beating. The world has fallen in love with a dream. Only sayings of the wise will remain.
It is up to us to explain what you understand. You also die, or won't you? The drum of death is beating. It's being beaten. We watch in the be able to. Good boy, no, the corner. The world has fallen in love with a dream. We are saying, because we forget, you really by you really by you really be a doctor. And Yama actually motion and was a condo and I said, and was a diason. The world is rather in love with a certain dream, with a dream. Because I cannot see my grandfather again. I cannot see my grandmother again. I cannot see some of the people I knew again. So I was dreaming when I thought they were well, yes or no. And I'm not just there. So I was dreaming. Today I'm so I was dreaming. Go to the piano, but normally, they're not click or say the person is normal. It's not mentioned also the world has fallen in love with him. Only sayings of the wise will remain. You know why? Because it is not for your body, it is for your soul. Okay? So you take it along. When the soul leaves the body, it doesn't go with shoes. It goes with what you know. Now the women never tell level, meaning someone else here. And their reality, the shoes and the shirts are direction. Okay? What's it? Only the sayings of the wise will remain. Next question.
All know that the drop merges into the ocean, but few know that the ocean merges into the drop.
Hello? The anyone said you should get to our acting for going to get in the water. The preparation says you get in the acting for the joke. Ah, sanity. Definitely. Since you get on acting for going to get in so much in the water. Ah, get on a casino. Into we are there, I can say it be bad. And we'll borrow a chain and back from you. The name said we are part of God, but we should also know that God is also part of us. So the fact we are in God and His what in us. Some of us are tell. Yeah, when you share the way you simple. You are a perfect spiritual student. And to us.
What is God? He is the bread inside the bread.
This topic should have been discussion. What is God? He is the bread inside the bread. I said the same. Bread inside your home and the water. I am who is Yenny. From anywhere you do who be in the water. From anywhere you do who be. And yet you know who may be sent from our. Okay, a bedroom may be. I said be back to Nipan. Some never to Nipan. And from our home. Some from an air condition. Now so won't know who in the water. But I want to be generous. Young woman, if you send from our home, a bay and take you. A bedroom that could be. I am some better to Nipan. I said to Nipana, and from manager who is here, if you are tender stone grammar from a crowd work for them. Now so on to me who will be in the bois. Now, Brana, many panel a fan from one whom a man from an Asian moon. Many white yourself from a child who is not. Okay? They tell me whom they said, woman, your woman, and a man, and that is God. And yet, do maybe I wouldn't have one arm from a child who is just a woman to know. Like as a woman, a woman in a film, now woman, a woman, and a young woman. God, what is God? He is the bread inside the bread. What shall you with me here? Don't you think I say, young woman, and from much and much and so to me at the elm. Like I said, from everyone from a and free one to live on a free. And the sound from one from one way free from a moon. And the young coupon. But I want to the hello, this is the reason why pranayama breathing exercise to balance the air, the energy and the breath.
Lift the veil that obscures the heart, and there you will find what you are looking for.
Hello, lift the veil that obscures the heart, and you will find, and there you will find what you are looking for. Inside the heart, you will be. No more catastrophe because Katawakomasu. Then catastrophe. Hello? Of ignorance. Why you say, oh, dear, some people can be only human because yes, I mean, it's young. If you walk a crack, now can be sugar and enchilling. A situation in Chilling, I have the water. You bet me, I am a situation chilling. I'm an air, pick off the station, and I'm a water. Unless you taste it. Unless you taste it. Ignorance is the greatest disease. That is the veil that is covering our heart. When you are ignorant about spiritual things, why somewhere day? Yesterday, why somewhere day? When tear separately, now one thing may be because there is a veil. Was it truth is in the heart? Remove the veil, heart and so that the truth can come out for your life. Hello? So, when there is ignorance, you are in deep trouble. Hello? Ignorance brings anger, jealousy, hatred, sadness, grief. Because the Bhagavad Gita said, none of these things should affect you. So the moment sadness affects you, it means you are ignorant. On Kasa Samba Menu. The moment anger overrides you, it means you are ignorant. Well, see, you stand when you are free work or see everything like a child. Yeah, you need another video on Ekakraka. You even if you are, you don't know correct oil, but this was said back in the 15th century.
You have left your beloved and you are thinking of others, and this is why your work is in vain.
Hello? What Jack or Buffalo? And now, do you know? It's not where you know yet. What does it mean? Then on Sunday, you see the all nights. Okay. Remembering the name of God. Okay. These saints and gurus are perfect. Are there some general as your beloved? That is why we say Baba Nam Kibala. Only the name of my beloved, and beloved here means the creator. Baba Nam Kibala. Only the name of my beloved. Was it beloved needing one kind of beer and I won't do it at this one. It's not name any. This one Kabir say. Kabir does not mean said, Mamma, 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 yes, I know or person say. I didn't hear and found for some bar, a bamboo film will build up which is your creator. A bamba will name our day. That is the reason why your mantra almost in every religion. They be a samuba, Ubunga Sam mantra, or Islam, Askar, or Zikr, Napa Bompa in the Catholic Church. You can recite whatever you go. As soon as one person to walk, said the Biba Nipantanka, and as some Nipantanka, Yamiasa, and Yamidia reality. There's no single religion on your side. Religious practitioners from your family, and on Munti, and on Maswan. So you have left your beloved, and you are thinking of others. And this is why your work is in vain. Your physical and spiritual work, your development is in vain. Call upon me. Jeremiah 3 verse 3. The boy. Yes. And the guitar is talking about reciting the name of God. Yes, right.
Whether I be in the temple or in the balcony, in the camp or the flower garden, I tell you truly that every moment my Lord is taking his delight in me. When at last you are come to the ocean of happiness, do not go back thirsty.
Hello? What you are saying? Whether I be in the balcony or temple, in the camp or flower garden, I tell you truly that every moment my Lord is taking his light in me. Some more bunting, some more veranda, some more jare, some more bedroom, some more room. Send work for men, the piano, no right now for the region. It's a magnus. You know how it is. A better than a white now, so if he said, you truly understand that he's with you. Who can say a car said? Yet you said you should to the cobbles you. No one can say also to the bucket. Wherever you are, that measure between you and God should be constant. At night, and yes, simple teaches you. Wherever you are, the measure between you and God should be constant. So my Lord takes delight in me, wherever I am. The Quran says, as I say, I am in the masjid of Allah. As I say, a mosque for Allah. Anywhere you are with Him and He's in you. So He takes delight in you. When at last we come to the ocean of happiness, don't go back thirsty. What is in the rooms after the Tiasia for so we don't go back testing. Don't go back to the time when you're testing. Man to what this young man to one Tiasia. Please, you don't see them physically. They are spiritual teachers. But a bad manifesting or understand no one among you. Never go one over to near the Abbott. But
The Kazi is searching for the words of the Quran and instructing others. But if his heart be not steeped in that love, what does it avail, though he be a teacher of men?
who is a Kazi? Hello? A Kazi is the magistrate or judge of a Sharia court. who also exercises extrajudicial functions such as mediation, guardianship over orphans and minors, and supervision and auditing of public works. Qazi in Islam is like Sharia law and Islamic law. One assembly be assembly, and the name of 2 years, and assume and by any kind of Qazi. Or say, Qazi, means some more Quran. Not what they are instructing people in the world. I don't know, yes, I know it's also. Let's go back to the Quran. Quran say what things you will say. Was it the AYASS and I said, now come on, do anyone. What is that? Do you be an inquisitive? Now, so we teacher. What you say? Hello? And said to say, a dear Wusiana, all day Bobrano, Aposonia Sanchez. If you are not steeped in love, it will be in vain, even if you are like a teacher like me sitting here. That's what you say. The Qazi is just searching the words of the Quran and instructing others. But if his heart be not steeped in that love, what does it avail? Though he is a teacher of men. You learn with love and practice the love. Because every teacher, 1 year love, every teacher, one can say, yes. And what can say, now to me, when I quote you from the Quran and Bible. If you don't have that love for yourself or for whatever you are doing, whatever you do is in vain. It's in vain. Love. I'm a cancer. Shredder. It's not simple. 90% of the world don't qualify for the word love. What am I doing? Love, you don't qualify. Because it is energy. What drop a juma away, what drop the water, also what drop the also wood, what does all the year juma. Next slide.
Between the poles of the conscious and between the poles of the consciousness and the unconscious, there has the mind made a sway. Thereon hang all beings and all worlds, and that sway never ceases its sway. Kabir says, only they are pure who have completed, cleansed their thinking. Between the poles of the conscious and the unconscious, there has the mind made a swing. Thereon hang all beings and all worlds, and that swing never ceases its way. Its sway. Kabir says, only they are pure who have completely cleansed their thinking.
It is a difficult statement. Who did the prayer? Then kind Lamin Chemas. Assuming what can we explain to yourself? Hello? Explain to yourself. Between the poles of the conscious and unconscious, there has the mind made a swing. Hello? Come hear me. Pony, higher unconsciousness, a higher consciousness. In between is the mind. Between the poles of conscious and unconsciousness, there swings the mind. Was it there on hand all beings and all the worlds? Avoiding in our conscious, not unconscious, conscious, not about unconscious. And that swing never ceases its way. Hello? This is the conscious pole, this is the unconscious pole. Why do you not why do you not was it all the worlds, everything in the world is swinging between conscious and unconscious. Was it not a chamber that never ceases? It's young one when you doubt. It's young one when you doubt. Hello? Kabir says, only they are pure who have completely cleansed their thinking. One year careful, I'm sure with thinking. This pendulum, conscious, unconscious. This is a guru topic. The question is, say swing you know echo unconscious point now. Yeah, how many hours and that days and weeks? Hello? Now say about conscious side that yeah, it take how many, what is the duration? There lies the difference between human beings. Means I can be. Between the poles of the conscious and unconscious, there has the mind made a swing and a white in the cover. Thereon, that means, thereon means, thereon means there, on the poles, hang all these and all words. Depending are hanging and swinging between the conscious and unconscious pole. And this swing will never cease. This is a okay, what's saying? What the heck? It will never, it is part of the spiritual life. It is only those who are pure, who completely cleanse their thinking. Today, they are one cleansing white. If you get stuck at the conscious side, you better come up. Where a 15th century, now, yeah, it's a pioneers in one. Now, some egg, soon some egg. And you go, what, Yanson? Odinga jakesi pona bakane no maka asem bia beta ho achene aye den ya beto nya to. So they were very mighty monarchs. Na me mbo ya na sa aso ngwe yentumi nya den yentumi pass. If you go to the unconscious side, please come back fast. If you go to the conscious side, stay there for long. Because say it will never cease. You will not trust your praise anymore. You not trust your askar anymore. You not trust your practices anymore. You not trust your beliefs anymore. It is normal, perfect. Say I will can come, but I said, maybe she did my own work. Now I can't want to become back then. Hello. Finally, this is it.
The teachings of all masters from time immemorial are very necessary to be studied in order to enhance our spiritual gift.
Wait a minute, the teachings of masters, all masters from time immemorial, are very necessary to be studied in order to enhance our spiritual growth. Yes, the Kabir can name it. The Kabir can naturally, our baby in different contexts. In Mudiahi and I am young kind, yes, and see check. The evidence is the swing, and then God is the breath inside the breath. So you don't take even breathing and in, breathing out. You don't take it for granted. Also, when it's your own, what is that? Is a woman? We are about who say normal. It is your test. Obebi say one day, Obebi say when you were using the bread, home and now woman home. Whom they not person. Those are not putting the not of person 1 day year. That is the test. Until one day finally, when the bread inside the bread it leaves you, no one say so the first bread or the second bread is wrong, it's not normal. The bread inside the bread, like I said, God is the first bread. When you say meaning in how the end, very beautiful. And you will be aware conscious about the moment. You get closer to God all the time. You will never wonder on your last day. Don't tell what that. So what is God? God is the bread inside the bread. What is God? God is the bread inside the bread. What is God? God is the breath inside the bread. If you say yes, you add the moon, no beya or kratia say for if finally not sadness and Philippa no bear or crow for it means that bread is out, and that is your God. It's not out there. Two Banyanko away. Not Kabir. Somebody Indian. Jamie never can say, Ya Kabir. Amen. Amen.